Before we begin, I would like to take a moment to pay homage to a close friend. A brother who was there since the beginning of this channel, but can no longer continue. That's right, I am talking about Squeaky Chair. Hello you beautiful nerds of the world, Torok at your service. Welcome to my reaction video of another death battle, but this time it's not just any death battle, it's not any ordinary death battle, because we have Trunks versus Silver, two warriors from the future fighting with all their golden might to save the past and restore hope to their doomed world. What? Yeah, okay, Xeno Trunks versus Archie Comics Silver. Don't make me pull out the nerd emoji, okay? We good? There's always gonna be like some smarty pants who's gonna correct me in the comment section. That's gonna be like, hey, Xeno Trunks. Who cares? Who cares? No one cares. Trunks versus Silver. It's a matchup that has always split the community in two. Not because it's like a close call, not because people are passionate about this debate, not because anyone gives a fuck, but it's because if you look at the Dragon Ball mangas and anime and the original Sonic video games, like, you know who wins. So is it really worth investing the time and effort into making a full-on death battle like this with like research and stuff? I was one of the few that says yes, because Trunks versus Silver is the only Silver match that actually takes Silver like seriously, that focuses on Silver for his character, for what he's supposed to be, instead of just being like, oh, telekinesis, or even worse, just to take him as a joke. In your fucking face, Axel. Yeah, I see you for who you really are. This is Korra versus Rey all over again. Fuck you. Anyway. But Death Battle decided to go and add a little twist to this legendary rivalry. Instead of taking from, the classic mangas and animes and from the original video games, they are taking versions of the characters that are considered the most powerful, the most bullshit interpretation in all the good ways of both Trunks and Silver. So now we have Dragon Ball Heroes and Sonic, interpreted by Archie Comics. This is a win-win for me, because like I said, even like Trunks versus Silver, the original, I would have wanted to see this fight really hard, but now everything's put on the table. Everything is there. There's not going to be any arguments that could possibly be made after this fight. None. Now, how do I know these characters? Well, I have a lot to say about Silver, so I'm gonna start with Trunks. I'm gonna start with Trunks because I have less things to say about the guy. If you've watched my reactions about Goku Black and Vegeta, you know that I have a weird connection with Dragon Ball, because as a kid, I used to hate Dragon Ball because it was the popular thing in school. I wasn't. I wanted to talk about Mario, Pokemon, Warhammer 40,000, shit like that. But everyone was hooked on Dragon Ball, so I started like to grow a resentment against it when I was a kid, and it was weird. Like, you don't understand how much I hated this as a kid. Like, I could not bear to watch the show. I had a plan to make a to draw a comic where it was like I had the idea of like having all my favorite characters beat the shit out of Dragon Ball characters. But I hated Dragon Ball so much that I couldn't bring myself to draw them. I was saved from being a petty bitch by my own petty bitch energy. Like, it was so... It was so stupid. It was so dumb. Nowadays, I just don't care about Dragon Ball. Like, it's still nice to see them. It's still nice to see them on Death Battle, and I think the Death Battle community actually had a positive impact on me towards Dragon Ball, because not only I learned a little more about the universes, the universe of Dragon Ball and shit, but the Death Battle community for a time was such a bitch against Dragon Ball that I was like, wow, that's kind of rough, and I actually started to slowly root for Dragon Ball characters whenever they appear. Remember Captain Marvel versus Android 18? Everyone kept bitching about how Captain Marvel, she's gonna stomp so hard, why did you even bother making this fight? It's so stupid. And Android win? I was there. I was rooting for 18 just to shut everyone up. And boy was I satisfied. As for Dragon Ball Heroes, well, that's probably not gonna surprise you. I wasn't even aware that this was a thing before this fight was announced. Like, I was aware of, like, the Xenoverse games, that, like, they were an alternative, they were an alternative canon, and they don't really count in the main Dragon Ball continuity, and there was this Trunks, there was Trunks at the head of it, and I've heard of Xeno Trunks from the Xenoverse being brought up when it comes to Death Battle, so I was assuming, oh, okay, maybe it's maybe a different canon. I'm not sure it's that interesting to look up, but I didn't know of Dragon Ball Heroes, that there was an entire series of like short films and games and cards, and I don't exactly know what's going on. And even to this day, I still don't know what's going on with Dragon Ball Heroes. So, I guess I'm gonna learn that. Now, Silver. I became a big Sonic fan ever since Super Smash Bros. Brawl and maybe the Mario and Sonic Olympic games that like they introduced me to Sonic and Friends until I got to play Sonic Unleashed on the Wii. Yeah, I know. And I just fell in love with the franchise. It was classic. You know this stupid kid who draws like stupid OCs? That was me. I was that kid. I don't even remember. I don't have drawings I don't have my old drawings of Sonic OCs, but if I had them, I don't know if I should talk about the OCs. Do I talk about my OCs?
You see Sonic X. In Sonic X, there's a shot where Sonic is like looking that way, but the spikes are like this way. So like I thought it looked super cool when I was a kid, and so I made an entire OC with like, and it was Sonic but red, and he basically had his spikes, his quills like on the sides constantly, where whenever he looked, it was just like on the opposite side. I gave him like fire powers because I didn't know Blaze was a thing. And I think I called him Flame or some bullshit like that. I also made like a purple pink like a porcupine, I think he was, and like he was built like a werehog. He was built like the werehog. He wasn't a werehog, but like he was built like him. I think in my headcanon he was actually the father of Sonic, who would like come back and like, hey, it's me, surprise father, whatever. I think I made a shark. Yeah, I made a shark dude with like an anchor, who fights with an anchor. And I also had like a dude, a bat, who was like the brother of Rouge the Bat. Then I discovered the 25 years later saga from Archie Comics, and I decided to take on that, but instead of Sonic and Sally, it was Sonic and Amy, which is, again, terrible ideas. I remember Sonic and Amy had like five kids. I don't know why I gave them 5 kids, but they had 5 kids. Yeah, I made a future, like a future of my fan and shit, because and I took inspiration from both the 25 years later show and the Sonic Underground show. Twice the mistake. And so like the Sonic and Amy's kids, they were like spread around the world. I know one was a ninja, was an edgy assassin. One was like literally a hedgehog version of Johnny Cage. One was a mad scientist, I think. I think one was a mad scientist. He was like a genius, but like a social. He was Rick before Rick. He was Rick Sanchez before Rick Sanchez. It was crazy. There was a girl. I think it was a girl who actually inherited Sonic's speed. No, yes, and I had one. One was a druid. That's true. One was in the forest, and one was left in the forest. And he was a druid, and he had druid powers, kind of like World of Warcraft, I think. Yeah, true. And then I think there was like Tails' son, who was like in a band of like rogues. I think he was in cahoots with a hyena girl, like a gnoll. And it was also like this thing. It was also a crossover with other franchises that I treated the same way. So I think I remember having an arc of like Sonic being put into like a dreadnought from Warhammer 40,000, which is like massive heresy and not how this works. But I know he would come out of it, which is not how it works. And they also and I know there was a bad guy who was like an eldritch deity / conqueror who took possession of Bowser's brother.
So you better know the Archie Comics was right up my alley, right? And despite me collecting some Archie Comics, you know, I have a. Okay, this is my. There you go. This is my whole pair. This is my entire collection. I'm not much of a collector, but you know, this is the ones I could find. And despite my genuine passion for the bullshit that is Archie Comics, my knowledge of it is very like nothing but anecdotes. My culture is very like, did you know in the comics Robotnik is actually an evil AI who actually saved his consciousness and like transfers his consciousness into other bodies. I think he can sprout his hands like robot tentacles. Let me find this. Modern, and there he is. There it is. That's when he becomes like the modern Eggman, and he can like shapeshift his arms into like technological tentacles or some shit. Like, did you know there is also an alternative dimension of Sonic called Zonic? It's a Sonic from a perpendicular dimension. You know parallel universes, parallel dimensions. He comes from a perpendicular one. So like it's in connection with all the other dimensions, and he plays like some kind of dimensional police. And because he is from a perpendicular dimension, his center of gravity is perpetually on the side. So he is constantly like, "Hey Sonic, we gotta save the multiverse. I am on a tree. I am on a tree trunk, and I'm just walking on walls because that's all I can do." He is like, "Hey, I'm constantly on the side." He is like, "Hey, it's me. I am on the side." And it's dumb. Did you know that technically Knuckles has a daughter with his cousin? Did you know you can always hate on Ken Penders? It's always morally right. And among all these crazy stories was a story about Silver in his own future. I think it was a post-Genesis story, and it's the story where you have the famous panel of Silver being like, "It's no use. I'm getting real sick of people saying that." But like the whole story before that moment, the whole story, Silver has hanged around with like, he's heard foes, friends, and rivals. All they keep saying it's no use because his future is like so fucked up and like there's no, like, people keep telling that there's no hope. When he says, I'm getting real sick of people saying that, it's a nice twist of saying, no, there is still hope. We must still, even when it looks bleak, we shouldn't stop fighting for our world, for our future, for the better of everything. And that story, to me, redeemed Silver for me. I didn't know the calamity that was Sonic 06. I only saw Silver for what I could see after 06. While Shadow is better than Silver in every way in the games, Silver really shines in like other medias, like the comics, like Archie Comics, but also like IDW. I wouldn't say it's my favorites, but he was redeemed. I think over the years, Silver has been redeemed as a character, and I really want Death Battle to reflect that. If he wins, that would be the cherry on top, because everyone's saying Trunk wins. There are so many animation fights of Trunks versus Silver where Trunks wins. It would be the cherry on top that now that this is a death battle with actual research, actual resources, and everything's put on the table, Silver wins. You know? That would be the beautiful. Though, I know Dragon Ball Heroes is its own bullshit that is apparently as the same bullshit as like Archie Comics, where it's like, it goes way wilder than the original Dragon Ball, which already goes fucking wild, so it's pretty scary sometimes. I don't know about who I think would win, but who I want to win I think it's pretty clear. Okay, I think I've rambled for way too long. I think this intro is gonna be way longer than the actual videos, so I don't care. That was my speech. That was my little dumbass speech. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, click! The only thing I didn't check was the sound.
Reefs, time cop of the Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Silver the Hedgehog, secret freedom fighter from Archie Sonic. While
Yes.
these two temporal warriors may be well known, today we're looking at their counterparts from alternate universes.
Let's go!
Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle! I'm excited! Okay, Trunks.
Everyone knows Trunks is the coolest Dragon Ball character. Don't lie, when he showed up to prove Goku wasn't the only Super Saiyan around, you popped a Shenron in your pants. After witnessing his entire
I popped my Shenron
deadly
in my
android
pants.
duo, and using his mother's
But
time
for other
machine to
reasons.
hop to the past to make things right, Trunks made his triumphant return to his own time period. But for this version of Trunks, that's where things start to get a bit different, when he was intercepted by this JoJo-posing fairy chick, the Supreme Kai of Time, Cronoa. She watches over all of time in the Dragon Ball universe, and was forced to arrest Trunks for his alterations to multiple timelines. Welcome to the world of Disney's Loki. Oh, sorry, Dragon Ball Heroes, an alternate universe. No,
Xenoverse are based
where
on the
every Dragon Ball
expanded
story
lore
has its own
introduced in
canon
Dragon Ball
timeline.
Online.
Kinda like if some nerd's weird DBZ fanfiction became totally official, and it rocks. Unlike his more
All of which are
well-known
included in the
counterpart, this Trunks
analysis.
was made to
Enjoy
atone for
card
his crimes
games and
against
drinking
time by
Hey
joining
Tap.
Cronoa's secret enforcers.
Inspired
the
a
Time
Yu-Gi-Oh
Patrol.
card
I'll
named
give you
Tyler.
one try to guess what the Time Patrol does. But hey, even if it wasn't on
Trunks
his to-do
briefs.
list for the week, Trunks is the
Okay.
perfect guy to protect the whole multiverse. He has the usual collection of the Saiyans' key powers, but also a magic sword straight from the hero of time. No, not him. Not him. That guy, yeah. Even with the
Chrono, that was another
it's heavily implied
popular
this Trunks
matchup
has
for,
lived all the way
Trunks.
through some variation of the Goku Black
Well,
Saga.
that's really-
Therefore, he
Both
possesses
versions of
all
Trunks
powers
are
the
share a
original
similar
Trunks has,
story.
including the ability to assume the golden form of the Super Saiyan.
Okay, first form.
Gathering ki from other life
1,
forms
2, and
to make
3,
this
third
ultra
grade,
huge
rage,
laser
gone.
sword. However, he has also performed a divine ritual to unlock godly ki within himself, taking on the incredible red visage of a Super Saiyan god. God power sure does come in handy when he's fighting literal demons, like when those weirdos revive Mechikabura, the ruler of the demon.
Okay, I don't like this animation.
All sorts of time breaks across the Xenoverse. It's kind of a mess. Lucky for us, Jocelyn's even.
Hey, they brought back Jocelyn
for us today.
Come on, dude. Knowledge is never useless. Okay, so all the major timelines in Dragon Ball Heroes are recorded in tomes called the Scrolls of Eternity. Anytime somebody hopscotches through time, another one of these scrolls poofs into existence. There's just one teensy little problem. There can only be so many scrolls. Once you hit the limit, surprise, you just triggered Cosmic Armageddon.
Oh.
And that's not even counting all the lesser timelines branching off the main ones Trunks and co have to keep track of.
Ow.
Anyway, Trunks and the Time Patrol are some of the only peeps who can time warp without causing these distortions, thanks to unique devices like this armband.
Though sometimes a patrolman gets ballsy and tries to mess with time themselves, like when Silas tried to rewrite Dragon Ball Heroes, both the world and the game. Oh yeah, did we mention that? The universe is an arcade game in its own universe. Yes and no. In the far-off future of the Xenoverse, the Dragon Ball Heroes arcade game essentially serves as another method of time travel, allowing future warriors to visit iconic moments in the past. So much for preventing the Ragnarok of the multiverse or whatever.
Yeah.
That's where those lesser time branches come in. They don't count. Just because.
These machines also send an avatar of the player back in time, complete with an assortment of collectible cards that can summon facsimiles of well-known characters. That's right, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is a rare reverse holo now.
Trunks himself is an avid
Wait,
fan,
he can
along with
summon?
his disciples Beat and Note. Fun fact, Beat is a descendant of GT Goku.
Trunks even funded a dual-disc style hero switch so he can use his cards on the go. And you thought Trunks was cool before he went full Seto Kaiba. Hell,
So he's a Yu-Gi-Oh master? Oh my god.
Badass. That's how you put polish on disappointment. And I thought that was pretty damn impossible. All these powers, gadgets, and cards certainly came in handy against foes like Mechikabura. But they weren't always enough. Even Super Saiyan 4 Vegito had trouble fighting the Demon King, who created a black hole to consume every timeline in the multiverse. Until Trunks broke out the ultimate Deus Ex Machina, the Key Sword.
Yeah.
No, not that one. That one, yeah.
They had to make a
Every
joke.
blade isn't just a sword. It can completely shut down an opponent's powers. And thanks to being powered by Pinky over there, it can summon the power of the Eternal Time Labyrinth! Which is just really fun to say.
Yeah.
Well, even more fun, it traps targets in the crack of time, a bubble of reality outside all timelines with windows into others.
Ew.
And the Key Sword was powerful enough to finish off Mechikabura in a single strike.
Damn.
Obviously, this puts Xeno Trunks in the upper echelons of Dragon Ball power levels, even eclipsing the main timeline's Goku, who could destroy the universe up to 13 times over when he first channeled
This
Super
fucking
Saiyan God.
shockwave,
The
dude.
same Goku who could push through Hit's time skips and could fly from Grand Kai's planet to Hell in less than a minute.
Considering the distance between these two realms as displayed in this canon visual model, that would require speeds over 29 quintillion times faster than light.
Ow.
And that was even before going God, let alone getting training from Whiskey.
Whis and many of Trunks' patrol
he's
buddies are
inspired
just
by
as
Whiskey.
impressive.
We all know
like
it.
you! Well, the you who battled Demigra in the Xenoverse game when he had control over all time and space, or the you who fought the demon Shamel who threatened the whole multiverse, you are technically a canon character in Dragon Ball. Congrats, I guess. Maybe now you can throw that Kamehameha for real. Oh, come on, you know you want to.
So
Yeah.
the bad guys better watch out, because Trunks and
Better
his
than
time
nothing, you
cubs
know?
will always be there to stop them and protect time itself.
So, can he summon other
It's the
characters?
year 3437PXE. The world of Mobius has entered an era.
Okay,
of darkness.
Silver, my boy.
This savage future.
Hello, my boy.
ravaged
Sorry.
by unending fires, giant monsters, ecological disasters, and general
Chaos?
dystopia of all kinds.
Oh, yeah,
But
that was a
standing
thing.
against this
True.
harsh and
That's-
bleak
that's a
reality
thing in
is a
25
lone
years.
hero. A young hedgehog with silver quills named
Silver.
Silver.
Yeah.
So, yeah, comic book Silver doesn't sound too different from the one in the video games, right?
I wish.
Don't count on it. This is the same comic where all the tales in the multiverse fuse together into this monstrosity. So strap in for a wild ride.
With no family to speak of, Silver was taken in by the last elders of his damaged world,
14.
including the immortal
Born
wizard of
200 years in
chaos,
the future,
Mammoth
member of
Mogul.
Secret Freedom
Silver's
Fighter.
goal was to become a Knight of Cronus,
Yo,
a time-traveling
classic.
warrior who could save
Not
the
even a
future
joke.
by changing
Like,
the past.
use
Silver's
none.
base abilities include super strength and super speed, though not quite at the same level as those of Knuckles or Sonic,
No.
respectively.
Well, that's okay, because he's got his own
Fortunately.
special weapon, Mind Bullets.
And more. A lot more. Silver possesses the rare power of psychokinesis, allowing him to move himself or other objects around with just his thoughts. He can move anything from rocks to skyscrapers to entire mountains.
Let's
But
go.
that's not all he's got up his sleeves. For gloves, he always keeps a warp ring on hand, a size-shifting power ring that can teleport him anywhere he likes, even other dimensions.
And he can access the insight, resistances to corruption, and power boosts many other Mobians can attain with usual power rings.
With all this, he was a shoo-in for school with the Woolly Mammoth Mage. Thanks to Mogul, Silver got to learn about 2 other magic abilities he'd soon master. First up, Chaos Control, the magic Mogul pioneered
Little
several
echo.
centuries ago. This is the stuff Sonic and friends used to shoot pew-pews and turn into super not Saiyans.
Then, Mogul discovered another magic, Cronus Control. With this,
Requires
Silver
a
can
time
move through
stone
time
in
with
order to
very
use
little
Cronus
effort,
Control,
made
similar
even
to how
easier
he
thanks
used
to
the
his
Chaos
Time
Emeralds to
Stone,
use
a
Chaos
gem that
Control.
governs time itself.
After doing tons of research, bros, Sylvie and Mogul discovered that their shitty lives could all be blamed on just one person. Apparently, one of Sonic's own freedom fighters turned traitor and ruined everything. What a twist! So Silver set off with a full arsenal to baby Thanos that bastard.
Only one problem. The Archie Sonic multiverse is
Complicated.
Hell,
I have this
barely
panel.
even cuts it. Jocelyn, how about you take this one?
Okay, Archie Sonic's multiverse is similar in scope to something like DC Comics, with multiple extra-dimensional layers like the Chaos Force. There are infinite universes with infinite timelines and infinite characters.
Oh, as if Sonic needed more of those.
Yeah.
Including the likes of Mega Man, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Spawn.
Wait, what?
What?
With the Time Stone, Warp Rings, and Cronus Control, no timeline or dimension is out of Silver's reach. Though, like bad sushi mixed with vodka, time hopping this way had some weird side effects. Like decoupling Silver from time. So if he causes a real bad butterfly effect, he doesn't get erased like poor Marty McFly.
Let's
he
go.
just has a lot of catching up to do.
Sorry, can you go back to the part about Sonic the Hedgehog meeting
Spawn.
mother Spawn?
Needless to say, Silver had a hard time figuring out exactly what he needed to do.
I mean, even if it was more straightforward, he's not exactly the sharpest quill on the hog.
Yeah.
Good thing Archie Silver is way more badass than he was in the video game. He's fought all sorts of epic baddies across time and space, like Darth, Knuckles,
Energetic. But it was
who
Knuckles
stole
in
the
a...
souls of every Mobian in the world. This guy threw a whole continent at our weed-haired hedgehog.
Ah, damn.
Despite fighting a literal dark god with far more power, Silver won the day by turning evil Knucks' own attacks right back at him.
Damn.
Not too surprising. Silver's psychic powers on their own are strong enough to teleport instantly, disrupt any technology, close tears in reality, and stop time from being pulled out of him.
Also, according
Time
to the Archie Sonic
pulled out
Comic
of him?
Encyclopedia, Silver still experienced some version of the events of the Sonic 06 video game. You know, everyone's favorite.
Including
Yeah.
the battle against Solaris, who could
Oh, come on,
where
no.
Silver achieved the invulnerable form of Super Silver.
He gets a major boost to match the speed and power of Super Sonic. As Sonic Man, without this supersonic energy, Sonic was already fast enough to outspeed stopped time.
Yeah.
Let me say that again. Time was frozen,
And he could
Sonic
still
could
move.
What the hell?
Naturally,
confirmed
Supersonic
by
and Super
Ryder,
Silver should
Sonic
both be
broke out of
faster
the
than
time
this. But
stuff
as
with
calculating
speed
speed
alone.
requires a factor of time, and this feat removes time from the equation entirely, this means Super Silver's speed is incalculable. His speed is faster than time itself permits speed to be.
That's stupid.
That's Archie Sonic.
That's her
Probably a
limit right
Superform's
there.
most impressive feat, though. There have been a few occasions where the Archie Sonic multiverse has been completely demolished and restored, and each one used the same chaos power Super Silver possesses. The most notable, of course, was when Super Sonic teamed up with Super Mega Man to counter the Super Genesis wave.
Which completely rewrote all of time and space.
Luckily, despite being right at ground zero, the super forms were immune to the Super Genesis wave's reality warping power, giving Sonic and Mega Man the time they needed to save the entire multiverse.
Oh no, what about...
Yes, even Spawn.
Oh, thanks, Satan.
But even in this brave new world, Silver was nothing short of a hero.
As long as this dorky hedgehog is around to keep up the good fight, even the darkest timeline will have a silver lining.
Let's go. Pause. No. Okay, prediction time. I don't know why. I have a weird suspicion. Let me check if it's still recording. Yes it is, sorry. I don't know why. I feel no, stop me if I'm saying any bullshit, but I think Silver's gonna be faster. I don't know what tells me that. Strange feelings. A strange feeling I have. So, Silver is apparently immune. He is resistant to shits like time altering effects. Is it the same with Trunks? I'm gonna assume yes. Yes, because he can. Yes. He's of the Time Patrol. He can also do jumps in times without damaging stuff, and without damaging himself. So they're both immune to time altering effects, which is a good point. They have the same. No, I'm not gonna go and say they both have the same bullshit as like. Oh, sorry, I have a little hiccup right now. I'm not gonna say they have the same bullshit as like Goku Black and Reverse Flash, but it's funny. Who seems more powerful? Trunks seems to show more consistency when it comes to displaying universal amount of powers, when they're so reliant on scaling Silver to other more impressive characters like Sonic and Mega Man and fucking Spawn. I can't with this. If the Archie Comics universe is bigger than is the same as DC, oh boy, oh boy, oh my god. I'm kind of scared of I'm still scared about that key sword that can nullify someone's powers. Though I think it would suppress Silver's own abilities. I think it would his psychokinesis, but it wouldn't remove things like the super warp ring that could help him go out of things like dimensions. You know, that thing outside of like reality. It sends people to a prison outside of reality. I don't know if like something like a super warp ring and something like a chaos control would counter that. Because like Silver's Silver has resisted reality altering things before, so he might just have the counter to that. I am sorry. Maybe I am blinded by bias. But I'm seeing more. I'm seeing more ways that Silver could win. I'm seeing more ways that Silver could win because remember in Flash versus Sonic in Wally West versus Archie Sonic, Wally West was able to beat Sonic because he could counter the time limits of his super forms, you know, by just going forward in time and go to a time where Sonic is vulnerable. Trunks can't really do that, since Silver won't be, like, affected by time-altering effect. So if you kill Silver in the past or in the future, you still have to deal with your present Silver, apparently. And also, the Key Sword would, the Key Sword would nullify his psychokinesis. Would it nullify things like Chaos Control? Like the Chaos Emeralds? Because, like, they're not inherent, they're not powers that are inherent to Silver. Mm-hmm. Wait. Maybe I'm overselling Silver a little bit when it comes to power. If Super Silver scales to Sonic, to like Super Sonic, like he would need to hit him, which is gonna be super fucking hard. But oh my god, I can't decide. Because I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose my winning streak. I have such a good run this season. I don't want to add another loss for a stupid bias thing for my dorky boy. I'm trying to. Trunks can summon other characters. He can summon other characters, which could be funny. Could he summon Goku Black? He could. I mean, he could. I don't think Goku Black would serve him though. I think he would find. Okay, I'm looking way too deep into this. Plus, I keep seeing advantages for Silver, but I don't know if it's because of some bias bullshit. I'm seeing more advantages for Silver because he can just redirect all of Trunks' energy attack back at him, like he has, like he's done with Enerjack. Oh my god. Let me try and figure out things for Trunks, okay? Because I really don't want to be biased. I'm trying to remember things. Okay, nullify powers with the key, but like, Silver would have other things to get away that doesn't rely on powers, maybe. Or like, you can ban him to like this thing outside of reality. But like, again, maybe can he? It's those kind of it's the kind of questions I can't really figure out. Like just here sitting on my ass. Sorry, sorry. I don't know why I have a very discreet hiccup right now. I'm seeing more advantages, like, for silver, but I'm afraid that it might be too reliant on some wild scaling, like some scalings I don't really believe silver should scale to. You know what I mean? You know, they can throw a little a little trap and say, it's more of an outlier, you know? Because there was a lot of shit. That was actually a good presentation of like Dragon Ball Heroes and Archie Sonic, their universes as a whole, rather than Trunks and Silver. So it's actually kind of, it was fun, but I need to make a decision. Oh my god. I'm gonna, you know, I think that may be the first time that, I'm trying to recall, but I think that's gonna be the first time I'm gonna go for one character, but like completely blind. No, that's not really true. No, I went for Zatanna. Zatanna was more because I really didn't know, so I just like picked one or two. I just did a quick I just did a quick any miny you in my head, but here I think that's gonna be the first time, and I have to go for my bias. I'm gonna like completely abandon the concept of being rational, because if I try to think it's gonna take way too much time. It's gonna take way too much time if I try to think this over. So I want Silver to win. I really hope Silver wins. But like it's also supported. I feel like Silver has more advantages against Trunks. Just like, I don't know, as a like with his telekinesis, with how he's resisted he's resisted like time altering effect and reality altering effect. Like he was suppressed from time, I think. I don't remember that. There was a part that where he was like removed of all time, whatever sense that make. Maybe I misheard that. Maybe I misunderstood that, but like he survived having a reality warping and being banned from existence or some shit like that. And the power of chaos control is just as potent to rewrite all of reality. Like, I'm seeing more. I'm seeing more things for Silver, but maybe it's my bias talking, because I'm such a Sonic fan. I really want Archie Sonic to win. In general, I really want Silver to win. That maybe it clouds my judgment, and this is gonna be all on me. I'm going for Silver. I'm going for Silver. No, I'm going for Silver, knowing I'm probably gonna lose. I'm probably gonna lose, and it's not because no, because this is because of pure bias. Because I'm way too attached to Silver to want Trunks to win. I go for silver. That's my final word. 3, 2, 1, click.
All
The
right,
combatants
the
are
battle's all
set.
We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Through time.
Death battle. Oh, okay, whatever. Whatever, fight! This music is so good! Again! Yeah, throw a building at him. Let's go. Ooh!
Stop! You're under arrest for unsanctioned time travel.
Seriously?
Eat cars, bitch! Ooh! Ooh, ha, ooh, ha, ooh. Okay, warp ring. Take that, bitch! And then this is where the sneak peek ends. Whoo! Super Saiyan? Uh-oh. Super Silver!
You see?
No use!
Rip off.
Rip off. Ow! Into the moon.
Crap baskets.
Xenos, that motherfucker!
Come on, give me a good pull.
Oh no 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 no!
Good enough.
Oh no! Okay. What the fuck am I? Kamehameha! Oh! In your face! Ooh! Pulls him back! Let's go! He hasn't pulled the key sword! Super Saiyan God! Ooh! 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 Please, Silver! Ow, 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 ow! Ooh! Please, Silver!
Shut you down for good.
Uh-oh, no. Uh-oh. Come on, Silver! Ah! Ah! Please, please, please! Ali! Come on! Control! Ah! Okay. Okay, he's here.
I don't think we're in Mobius anymore.
I don't think so too. Oh no. Oh no!
This is it, Time Hog.
I don't like where this is going, but I also like where this is going. Knowing my death battle. Ah!
I told you.
It's no use. Oh! Yes! Ah!
Trunks is way past cooler than furry Kyle Reese.
It is hard to imagine Trunks losing to anyone. However, Silver ironically had just about everything he needed to put the Half Saiyan 6.
Let's go!
First off, time travel wasn't much of a factor, since they were both pretty well versed in it. Either way, Silver's
I saw that.
psychokinesis could disrupt tech like the hero switch and the time travel armband, leaving Trunks without his gadgets and primary method of hopping through time.
Most attacks could be countered.
In base form, Silver never stood a chance at matching Trunks with his own power.
True.
Even in his super form, it's questionable whether or not Super Silver had the physical ability to match Super Saiyan Trunks. In short, it's practically impossible to lock down exact numbers and limits for their power levels.
So Trunks could have probably taken a win if he found an opening, but Silver's psychic powers have worked around similar disadvantages before. Interjack was way stronger than him, could match the power
Really?
of Supersonic, and conquered
Making
all
sure
of
this is
Mobius,
recording
but
because this is
Silver
too
could
great.
consistently Uno reverse card his attacks back at him, and he wasn't even super at that time.
Trunks was obviously much faster than Goku's trip to hell. He could easily be sextillions or septillions of times faster than light,
Damn.
maybe even more. However, by the very nature of Dragon Ball powers, his speed must have a limit, even if it is impossible to know an exact number given what we've seen.
But Archie's super forms have consistently shown incalculable speeds. Sure, Goku broke through Hit's time skip, but that actually has nothing to do with speed.
As explained by Whis, the effectiveness of time manipulation in the world of Dragon Ball depends on the difference in power level between the caster and their target. Such as when Kranoa attempted a time stop on Mira and failed, due to Mira's energy being stronger. Xeno vs. Goku has also mentioned how increasing his energy affects space and time around him.
In any other matchup, this would be totally buck wild itself. But no, Archie super forms just have to break time itself.
It's also difficult to put an exact number on Trunks' maximum level of power. The strongest beings in his continuity can affect his entire multiverse, which has infinite timelines plus the crack of time outside.
Yeah.
In contrast, chaos magic wielded by a super form like Super Sonic can rewrite the infinite timelines in Archie Sonic's multiverse, plus the extra-dimensional realms outside, like the Chaos Force, Pocket Zones, Mega Man's own infinite universe, and yes, possibly even a multiverse with
Spawn.
The scope of Dragon Ball's cosmic scale simply does not compare.
Let's go!
Like Sonic, Silver spent many years being trained how to use chaos magic by the guy who invented it. Hell, if Mega Man could rewrite reality just minutes after learning he could even use the chaos
true.
worlds at all, imagine what craziness Silver could pull off.
True!
His best chance was the Key Sword's ability to nullify powers, like it did to Mechikabura. However, the Super Genesis Wave explicitly could not rewrite the presence of Super Sonic or Super Mega Man, despite being able to rewrite even the extra-dimensional Chaos
The
Force
Purge,
from
yada,
whence it
yada,
came.
yada.
It's likely Silver's super form could resist the Key Sword, at least for a time. Ultimately, while there
Let's
are
go!
many versions of this battle where Trunks can win, Silver's superior abilities close out a victory more often than not.
To make things brief, Silver was just hogging the spotlight.
The winner
It's Silver the Hedgehog! Pause, 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 pause! Yes! I won by doing absolutely nothing! Ah! I am savoring this. I am savoring this so much. You cannot imagine. Finally, an animation of Trunks versus Silver, where Silver wins. Yes. Oh my god. Okay, did they portray Silver as well as I thought they would? Or as I expected him to be portrayed? No, I don't think so. But he won. He won, which is ultimate. Which is ultimately a good thing. But no. No, I think he could have been They could have made more. They could have made more with his. They could have talked more about his his personality. They say that he's dorky. Yeah, he's a dork. In most incarnations of Silver, whether it's Archie or the IDW, yeah, he's a dork. He's a dork. You can even in the games, he's a complete dork. But oh my god. I think they used It's No Use one too many times. Just one too many times. And not necessarily in a clever way. So I could critic at least that. I could take at least that. They could have done something smarter with the It's No Use joke. I don't know, something dumb like this. Oh my god, the fight was also so impressive. It was so good. Okay, knowing Death Battle's writing, how they write fights. When he was banned and Trunks did his whole speech about "You're about to be banned and I'm gonna slay you." That's when I knew. That's when I knew it was okay, Silver's probably gonna win. Yeah. So the end felt the end of the fight felt predictable. Whether you thought Trunks or Silver would win, it's already like it leaves you, when you're experienced, it leaves you with a sensation of like, yeah, it's probably like there's probably gonna be a final twist. So I could take that at least. Fucking Trunks bad mouthing his fucking card pick. That was fun. Oh my god. It was cool. It was really cool overall. I've been talking shit for like I don't know how many minutes, but like overall it's still very cool. This season has a lot of very cool fights, and this fight's definitely not a low. It's definitely not a low, even compared to the rest of the season. Oh, it is so good. And again, I'm sorry. I'm so happy that Silver won for no fucking reason. It's good. It's good to see this guy being in the spotlight, the real spotlights. It's amazing. Anyway, that was everything I have to say about the fights. Now on to the next fight. So, we've had James Bond versus John Wick. We got Black Adam. We got Trunks. Given the pattern so far, it's probably gonna be Sauron next. It's probably not, but you know, just to make sure, if it's Sauron, you better be fighting who I think he is. And you know what? Until I see Sauron, it might not be Sauron that I see here, but until I see Sauron in this season, I will hold. Let me show it's. You see it? I will hold this blade every next time. Okay? Until I see Sauron on every next time of the season, I will hold on to this blade. Let's go next time on Death Battle. On Death Battle, next time, 3, 2, 1, click.
Hey, if you want more Death
I
Battle
want more.
ASAP, why not grab a membership?
Please,
You'll
please,
get
please, please,
exclusive
please.
emotes, badges, live streams, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff. Just click that join button. Thanks for watching.
Next time on Death Battle, hold your barnacles. Death Battle goes under the sea. You know what? That's better. Yes! SpongeBob versus Aquaman from Super Friends. What? 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 Why Super Friends Aquaman? What? Oh my god! You know, I have feared SpongeBob in Death Battle. But I think this is the better outcome I could have possibly think of. No, basically I feared SpongeBob because like he's a silly character. Like he's not the kind of character you would take on a serious match. But people keep putting him like as like serious death battles, and I can't take those seriously. Now this is the right answer. I'm on board with this. So SpongeBob versus Super Friend Aquaman. And we had two versions, two alternate versions of a character in a row. You know, we had Xeno Trunks and Silver Sonic, and now we have a alternate Aquaman. The dumbest one. This is so great! Oh my god! Oh. Plus, I've been doing this whole deal with like Sauron. Anyway, I'm still gonna hold on to that Frostmourne, but anyway, thank you for watching this death battle. I don't know. I'm gonna be busy these next 2 weeks, so I'm gonna be busy these next 2 weeks. So I don't know if there's gonna be a stream where I draw SpongeBob versus Aquaman Super Friend. My God, sorry. Because I need to make a fan art of that. I'm making a fan art of that. I am definitely making a fan art of that. So I'm making a fan art of that. If you want to be notified if I ever throw streams, be sure to subscribe. Yes, and make sure to give a likes and tell me what you thoughts of this death battle, and you hit the bells and share it to your friend, your families, your foe, your one foe, your many foe, and your many friend. Plural. Jesus Christ. And I'll just see you in 2 weeks. I'll just see you in 2 weeks. That was Torok at your service. Go. Oh, who just got fucking pranked.